Oh my God.
It's happening. It's happening.
Hey, Mac.
Hey, Brad.
What's up?
What's up? Wow, what is up? This is our inaugural, this is our maiden voyage of our Mack Me Facebook Live today. Hello,
Very exciting.
everybody.
Do you know that I barely slept a wink, and the last time
Me either.
that we were here at the apartment was Election Day, which was, okay, so we started at 8 a.m. that day, and it was a very exciting day. We were full of excitement.
Very much excitement. We were
brimming with viviality.
Yes.
And by the 7 o'clock, were you here that day, Brandon?
No, I got the story.
Oh, a dark cloud descended. So anyways, this is a very
sad
different day.
This is a very different day.
So welcome to Mack Me.
Hi.
It's our first foray into not only making a podcast with video. Do you call it a vodcast?
A vodka cast.
But it was just our desire to have a conversation because we get a lot of questions from people that we don't know, but we're connected with through recovery or trauma or different ways that people get over the hump, right?
And I think, this is a great way for us to answer those questions because sometimes I can personally use the word inundated. Sometimes I get inundated with questions that I want to answer personally, but this seems like a really good way to start doing
and
that.
then you look at it and it came in March and you think,
oh
my God.
My gosh, this
that was
problem,
not a timely response.
This problem could be solved.
So this is your chance to do that.
Yeah.
So the news today, I mean, just to cover some of the news,
Yeah.
we just read, it just popped up on your screen that they've delayed the vote on the Senate's healthcare bill. That's big news, right?
Until after the 4th of July break, right?
Yep.
Man, I'm telling you, that
Only
is...
22 million people will be without healthcare. So.
Yeah, and not to mention our people struggling with mental health and eating disorders.
Being carved out of it.
And addictions being totally carved out of the future, of healthcare.
So I think you see where we stand on this issue.
You think? Maybe just a little bit?
And then this is our big note for the vodcast.
No F word.
This is just so my mom is happy. When I cuss on television, she is deeply disappointed.
Brad, I know you're going to be on television Thursday on Headline News with Ashley Banfield. Did you drop the F-bomb?
You know it's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
It's tomorrow, yeah.
Tomorrow.
It's
Did you
tomorrow.
drop the F-bomb?
No, I've never said the F word on CNN.
Okay, good. So tomorrow, Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Brad's going to be on Headline News with Ashley Banfield. What are you doing?
Well, it's a great question, Mac. You know what? They were shooting some documentary pieces on the opiate epidemic, so they tagged along on an intervention I did recently with family, and so it was kind of cool because they followed it from start to finish around the invitation where we invite the loved one to their own intervention, which is kind of intervention I'm passionate about, and then you're going to see what happened. And then I have another family on that'll be with me there in New York tomorrow that is at different spots in their recovery. But, both families, I will tell you this, they had generational issues with addiction. So, a lot of times when somebody struggles, they think, oh my God, I fell so far from the tree. I'm the worst one in the family. Yeah. And usually it's not that. It's,
even if they're not aware of some addiction issue in the family, then they find out about like Uncle Joe, who was a closet drinker,
or a closet queen.
Or a closet queen.
As it were.
As it were. As it were.
Happy Pride to everybody. It's Pride Month, which, just to point out, this is the first time the White House in a number of years has not had a declaration or proclamation to celebrate gays and lesbians. But last week, 62% of Americans responding to a survey said that they support marriage equality. So things certainly have changed.
Things have certainly changed from even a decade ago. So I think that...
I can't believe I'm married to a fella.
I know. A nice fella at that.
So here's to your pride. May it come and may you celebrate it in all different ways.
Yeah. So before you ask me what's up, and I want
Hey Mac, what's up?
What's up? Well, what's up is that
the next prompt.
My son and I have been like spring cleaning in the house. And you know what it helped me realize is that doing the things for your environment is another form of self-care.
You mean your environment in the house?
Yeah, in the home. Like,
Yeah, fair enough.
Outward clutter represents state of mind. So it's been really interesting for me to see what's going on in my environment and what can I do to make it better to create more space for me to be healthy and well.
Is it out with the old, in with the new, or is it like out with the old, enough already?
Out with the old, enough already, repurpose what is still useful. Because a lot of things that you go, oh God, I've had this for 20 years. I mean, it could still be useful. You can repurpose it for a new, like a whole new
Like
thing.
a planter you can make into a hat. Like that kind of thing.
A hamper you could make into a cat house.
Oh my God.
I don't know. We didn't do that, but I'm making it up.
Oh my God.
Seriously.
Hey, did you see the new, the sofa has a new covering on it?
It looks beautiful.
So this is what happens when you get married. You get a new sofa and you say to your husband, honey, what a great sofa idea that is, but it's too light. The dogs will destroy it. And you know what he says?
No, they won't.
No, they won't.
No, they won't.
We
They're
have
good
dogs.
What happened?
Anyway, next scene. Did you see that it's covered in pleather now?
Yes, the dogs destroyed it.
It took 6 months. Utter destruction.
Okay, so I have to tell you, I just ordered some new furniture, and I had to order microfiber furniture because I have 5 cats. And
You
they
have
rip.
5 cats?
Yes, okay, I am that person. I have 4 dogs.
How did I not know you
I
had 5?
4 dogs and 5 cats.
Wow.
Yeah. But anyway.
It's
so
a very clean house.
It
I've
really
been
is.
there.
I have a
I had
housekeeper,
no symptoms.
But I had to get microfiber because the cats are destroying the
Are they
upholstery.
inside cats?
Yes.
Oh, very nice.
They're very nice cats.
You know I'm allergic to cats, so that's
You can't
why
come
I
over.
think of, gosh, 1 would make my eyes water, 5 would
Yeah.
really
Brad can't come to my
do it,
house.
do it. Okay, so just one other headline for people that are passionate about behavioral health. Over the last 4 or 5 years, there's been incredible fraud in the treatment field.
Yeah.
Last week, and Mac and I have no position on this, so we're
We're
not
reporting the
looking for a
facts.
fight. We're just reporting on the FBI raid that Sovereign Health had at multiple locations last week in Orange County in Florida and in Palm Desert. And it seems like the worm is starting to turn, isn't it? There's a correction where
Yep. It's
some of the things that have gone on that
well, I think what's
are not
happening
great.
is that people are realizing that there's a lot of fraud and a lot of underhanded business going on in this industry, and they're just going in and stopping it. But then I wonder, well, what happens when they close down all those locations? Where do the clients go?
Well, when I read that the FBI raid was happening, we reached out. I'm part of a group on Facebook, and we were getting ready to try to take clients if they
Right.
needed places
Places
to go.
to go.
But usually that the client that is being purged or try to place at that point. Because remember when Chris Batham's place was raided
Yeah.
and everything closed?
Yeah.
There were lots of calls to place people, and they had no resources, and the community came together really well to help people. So I think people given the opportunity to do the right thing will usually do it. But again, we have no
We're in no position
on the Sovereign Health raid.
We're just
But
yeah.
I'm glad that a shift has started to occur, it seems like.
I think it's important. We have the Fair Care Promise at Breathe, and we stand together in the notion that safe, ethical standards of care are a universal right. And so we really only...
We'll never sell a client, we'll never broker a body, which if you're not in this industry, you might say, oh my God, does that happen?
Yes, it does.
It does happen, and we don't do it. So if you want to know more about Fair Care Promise, go to faircarepromise.com. It's just an organization, an ethical organization where different groups have signed up to participate.
So
They make the promise.
They
that
make the
won't do
promise
that
to
either.
be ethical, and then we know who we can refer to and work with, right?
Yeah, based on that and other things.
And based on that, and certainly other things as well. But, we've got a lot of different stuff going on in our industry. There's a lot of stuff going on in South Florida in treatment centers there. There's a lot of this scandal of, $3,500 for urine tests going on.
I think the Palm Beach Post is doing a really good job too of covering that. Okay, jumping forward. If you want to know how you can help somebody in recovery and in the spirit of out with the old, in with the new, or just out with the old, So we have a bunch of shelves at Breathe's campus that need some books. So if you have a favorite book that's been meaningful to you, we're doing a book drive. It's called Bigger Than the Book. So here's the idea. If you have a book that's been meaningful to you, grab it, open it up, write a little note to the person who might read it who's in treatment, and then send it off to us. We'll make sure it's put on the shelf, and it'll be shared with the community. So it can be bigger than its meaning to you, bigger than the book.
I think that's great. We quite often clients are like, oh God, it's been such a hard treatment day. I'd like to read something light.
Don't send 50 Shades of Grey.
Don't send anything like that.
Like self-help books, spirituality books, light entertainment.
Like even like a nice Jack Grisham.
No Xavier Hollander.
No.
None of that.
No. So we'll fill our bookshelves with your help, and that would be terrific. And because it's really nice.
I just burped. Do you think that? Could you hear that? Oh.
No.
I didn't need to say
I just
that.
farted. Could you hear that?
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't.
Here's a question.
Uh-huh.
If you want the address, just look on Breathe Life Healing Center's page, and we'll give you the address to send your book to. Just send one. Don't send a whole box. Really make a connection to the book and its history to you. When Oprah opened her girls' school years ago, that was her ask to folks. There were like 70 of us. We traveled from all over the world as these amazing little miracles started school there, and we each brought a book. And I took A Wrinkle in Time and put it on the bookshelf.
Wow. It was a great book, The Phantom Toll Booth.
The Phantom Toll Booth?
Yes, I
don't
read
even
that
know
when
what
I
that
was a
is.
kid. It's
Never
a great
even heard
book.
of
But make sure you remember to inscribe something in the on the title page of the book, something hopeful for maybe the person who opens it to go, wow, that's nice.
Yeah, bigger than the book.
Yeah.
So if you don't understand, it's one book that's been meaningful to you, so it becomes bigger than the book.
It's bigger than the book, Brad.
Thank you.
Bigger than the book, Brad. Boo.
We've been thinking about this for a year too, and this is the first time we really. We still have a bunch of bare bookshelves, so so many bookshelves
Not
on
only
campus.
have we been thinking about the book thing for a year, we've been thinking
Think about
about
this
exactly
for a
what's
year.
happening right
I
now.
know, I can't believe
we've
we
been
started.
talking about this since I started working at Breathe, and that's been a year and a half. So it's really nice to have the opportunity. We're going to do it again, and we'd really love for you guys to send in questions.
Is it every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Pacific?
Is it?
Oh, it is.
It's every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Pacific. So then make sure you send
and you
us
can
some
go to our
questions.
Facebook page and ask some questions.
Yeah.
So I'm going to log in here.
I can
So
see us right
you know
here.
when I
We're
started
cute.
in television years ago, my first show that I ever hosted was called Party Talk. I hosted it with Linda Simpson. At the end of the show, it was live call-in, and people would call, and literally we'd push a button. People would call. It was
Whoa.
11 o'clock on Sunday nights. We
And
had a lot of questions.
A lot of strange things.
We had a lot
too,
of sweet
probably.
questions, actually.
That's good. So we want questions. So make sure
Did you see anything?
No, but let me go to my Facebook
have to
page.
refresh
Might
it.
have it. Yeah, maybe.
Or it could be that there's no one out there
nobody
listening
loves us
to
or
us
cares.
right now. There are some people, actually. David,
Yeah.
thank you. David Neuendorf, our producer. Hi, David. Thank you. Hi, Kathleen Murphy.
Hi, Kathleen.
What's up, girl? How you doing? It's our first one.
Welcome
We're almost
back.
done. Welcome home.
You're live?
We're
Yeah.
live. Yeah, I know.
So we have
So
5 seconds.
We have
love
five
you guys.
seconds. We're wrapping up. So this is the beginning of something new for us. Mack Me.
See you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday. Take care.